wedding celebration in Nashua, New Hampshire turned into tragedy this weekend when gunfire erupted at the Sky Meadow Country Club. Police say 23-year-old Hunter Nadeau, a former employee of the club, opened fire Saturday night, killing 59-year-old Robert DeCesare and injuring several others. DeCesare, remembered as a devoted husband and father, died shielding his wife and daughter during the chaos. Witnesses report the suspect shouted phrases like "Free Palestine" and "The children are safe" during the attack. Investigators, however, say there's no evidence so far linking the shooting to terrorism or hate crime, and they believe the statements may have been meant to cause panic. Nadeau has been charged with second-degree murder, with more charges expected as the investigation continues. The community is mourning the loss of DeCesare, now being called a hero for his final act of protection. On September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk, co-founder of Turning Point USA, was fatally shot while speaking at Utah Valley University in Orem. The suspect, 22-year-old Tyler James Robinson, was arrested roughly 33 hours later. He now faces multiple charges including aggravated murder, firearm discharge, obstruction of justice, witness tampering, and a violent offense in front of a child. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. The FBI has stepped in, investigating not only Robinson's role, but also whether there were any accomplices, looking closely at the shooting location, shot trajectory, Discord chats, and how the weapon was moved. Meanwhile, Utah Valley University is conducting an external review to assess security failures at the event. In response to Kirk's death, Turning Point USA has relaunched its campus tour, and memorial events have drawn thousands. His widow, Erica Kirk, has obtained a protective order barring Robinson from contacting her. As the legal process unfolds, many are watching for what the case will mean for free speech events, political safety, and how public discourse is handled. Late-night host Jimmy Kimmel is returning to the air after being suspended by ABC following remarks about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. On September 15th, Kimmel said the MAGA gang was desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, sparking outcry from conservatives, ABC affiliate groups, and FCC Chair Brendan Carr. The suspension, which began September 17th, was said by Disney to be due to concern over inflaming tensions, describing some of Kimmel's comments as ill-timed and insensitive. During the suspension, major affiliate broadcasters like Nexstar and Sinclair pulled the show from their stations. 6 days later, after internal discussions with Kimmel, ABC/Disney announced the show will return, Tuesday, September 23rd. However, not all broadcasters are confirmed to resume airing it immediately. The episode is expected to address the controversy, though it's not yet clear whether there will be apologies or changes. Supporters of Kimmel say this was a test of free speech limits in talk shows. Critics believe there needs to be accountability for statements that may fan political division. In a controversial statement made September 22, 2025, President Donald Trump urged pregnant women to avoid using Tylenol, citing studies, though not definitive, that suggest a possible link between the painkiller acetaminophen and autism in children. He also raised concerns about the timing and composition of childhood vaccine schedules and expressed support for separating certain shots and removing trace ingredients like aluminum and mercury, steps that diverge from standard medical guidance. The Trump administration, with Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has started the process to update warning labels for acetaminophen and is promoting leucovorin as a potential treatment for speech-related deficits in autism under medical supervision. Meanwhile, scientific and medical communities have largely rejected the stronger claims as premature, emphasizing that decades of research have not established a causal link and warning that the statements could cause undue alarm. We'll keep following how this develops, particularly how public health advice changes and what impact it has on parents, pregnant women, and medical guidelines going forward. Beginning October 1, 2025, Connecticut will officially ban marriages between first cousins under a law unanimously passed by the state legislature and signed by Governor Ned Lamont. While Connecticut previously banned marriages between many close relatives, first cousins had been a legal exception, but that exception ends next month. The law only affects marriages entered into after the effective date. Existing first cousin marriages will be unaffected. Supporters from both parties say scientific studies show a higher risk of birth defects in children born to first cousins, and argue the move aligns Connecticut with over 24 states with similar bans. Critics, although few, caution the ban could raise questions of personal freedom or cultural practices. Still, with lawmakers agreeing across party lines, the law is set to bring Connecticut in line with what many see as a majority view on the issue of cousin marriage.